welcome to Tarot to a T. Glad to see you here. Today's reading will be for fire signs for the month of May 2024. And as you can see, I've already meditated on your cards, and we're going to start off here with Leo. The second one in line here is Sagittarius, followed up by Aries. No particular order as far as meaning goes. It's just intuitively how I was called to bring the messages out today. I want to remind you this is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate, you know the drill. You are welcome to turn it off and come back and join me for the next one. And oh yeah, if you like what you see here, please do me a big favor and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit the like on the video. It helps support the channel in ways totally unseen. So let's get started with Leo. We're going to start off, I didn't mention the top row here is the theme going on for you. The second one is a complicating factor or something contributing to the overall theme. And then we have cards of advice, and I will pull clarifiers as required. Okay, we're starting off with the Three of Hearts with Leo and the Nine of Spades. It looks to me, Leo, like you are in the middle of some kind of decisions that are heartfelt. Perhaps which way to go in a situation. Perhaps you have choices. Threes usually denote to me like a tug of war. Being, again, I think I said this a second ago, being pulled in at least a couple different directions, could be more. And it's affecting you emotionally in some way. That's why the hearts are emphasized there. But with the Nine of Spades, you got some kind of completion here, an ending. There's some kind of possibly a loss, a disappointment, something that, again, could be deeply emotionally affecting you. It's pretty dark. It's not the darkest card you could have in this situation, but it's pretty dark. So I'm going to go ahead and see what this is about. This could be end of a relationship, like I said. It could be end of a job. It could be end of living situation. I don't know. Connection. You got the Queen of Spades here that popped out. This could be an air sign you're dealing with. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. If not, this is kind of a mode that you could be in. I'm not feeling at the moment what exactly which way that could go. Not feeling a strong tug, okay? But it's somebody who kind of keeps to themselves. Yeah, they might have things going on internally, and they're kind of in this hermit mode. It's kind of the hermit card, although we don't call it that in cartomancy. It kind of represents that. But on the outside, people may be a little suspicious because they don't know what you're up to. They know something's stirring in there, something's brewing, but you're totally keeping it to yourself, or somebody around you is. You could be dealing with that. I have a feeling it's you, because the feeling with the Nine of Spades, again, there's some kind of loss. You could be going through a grieving process. That's one way to interpret that, but also with the decision, you could be internalizing some kind of move you're going to make. Like, in other words, a big life decision. I'm not sure what it pertains to, but because you're kind of in this internal mode, it would make sense that you're kind of like keeping to yourself because you're not sure what you exactly want to do. More clarifiers, please, for Leo for May 2024. I mean, Three Hearts could also honestly mean you don't know how to feel about something. It's not like a solid decision necessarily you have to make, but like maybe you're on the fence about something, and so you don't know exactly how to feel about it. Ace of Hearts, yes, it's important for you at this time to embark on some kind of new start that follows along with your calling in some way, a passion of yours. It's about following your heart, literally. Aces do denote that new beginning, so that is probably on the heels of this loss, this completion, something that's wrapping up. Again, I'm not seeing strong indications towards relationship or anything really. So it can be rather broad, but again, take it how it fits your situation. It may spark some recognition in you, it may not. And so there may be some, you know what I'm picking up is trepidation. In other words, mixed feelings with the Three of Hearts. So you have this completion, you're kind of keeping to yourself and you're on this new start, but you have some mixed feelings about it. One more card of clarification before we move to advice. And these readings are a little brief because I'm squeezing in all three element signs in the same reading. Not the same reading, but the same video. So I have to be kind of brief on them. Jack of Hearts. Could be dealing with a water sign, somebody younger than you even, or less experienced in some way. This would be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, or it could be you feeling vulnerable. I tend to see the Jack of Hearts, if it's relating to us personally, the energy of vulnerability, having your heart out there, like not necessarily putting out to a particular person, but like putting it out to the universe. I have my heart open, I'm ready to go. And there's a little bit of feeling, exposed with that, right? But again, I see that tied in with this Ace of Hearts, and like you're ready to pursue whatever this is. So you have your heart open and I don't want to say you're wishing yourself the best luck, but it kind of smacks of that, but you're just like, hey, my heart's open, I'm ready to go. You probably don't know exactly how it's going to unfold. That's maybe why there's a little bit of mixed feelings about it. It's like jumping off a cliff. You got the parachute ready, and you're hoping everything works out, but you're just a little bit like, yep, stranger things have happened, right? Things, you think you have a plan or a vision in your head of how things are going to go, and perhaps you're just a little bit, I don't know if it's a word, but trepidatious. That trepidation, just like, here I go, but I'm a little bit scared, I'm a little bit nervous, and you're internalizing it with the Hermit energy. Let's go ahead and look at, but I do want to add, you are leaving something behind with the Nine of Spades. I want to go ahead and look at advice here. 10 of Diamonds, 3 of Clubs. Fantastic. Fantastic. There's going to be a little bit of struggle, whatever new beginning you're on with the 3 of Clubs, okay? And your advice is telling you this, so I don't think you're experiencing it yet. Just expect there's going to be a little bit of fight and struggle. In other words, it's not going to come easy. But look at that. Look at this. This is what you're going for. This is the ultimate prosperity and success, and it's a major completion. Whatever you're embarking on is probably part of your life path. You were meant to do it. You were meant to make this choice at this time. Things are meant to fall in place for you at this time. But there's going to be you fighting for this, your ultimate success and prosperity. I think that's a fantastic couple of cards to pull out for the advice in this scenario. Let's go ahead and pull out at least one more, though. I'd like to expand on that, please. 6 of Diamonds. Yeah, you're about to open doors for yourself financially. Your abundance is going to clearly go in different directions. The 6 I usually see as, because it's about opportunities, it's about literally, if you want to picture a tree branch going out in different directions, possibly 6 different directions, possibly not. It's just kind of metaphorical, but it's about open opportunities and doors opening for you. Fantastic reading, Leo. Again, you're leaving something behind with the 9 of Spades. I can really feel that. And you're kind of keeping to yourself about how you feel about things, but it looks to me like this is a focus on finance, abundance. Maybe you're getting ready to start your own business. Maybe you're getting ready to change jobs. Maybe you're getting ready to go into a new field. But there's something around your abundance and your material wealth here. And it's looking good. It's just going to take a little bit of effort with that 3 of Clubs. It's looking fantastic. That's where you're at in May 2024. We're going to move on to Sagittarius. 8 of Clubs, Sagittarius. You got some decisions to make here, and 2 of Diamonds. So you're very financially balanced. Sometimes this talks about balance and harmony and finances in a relationship or a partnership. But there's some kind of crossroads here with the Eight of Clubs. You could be stuck on a particular outcome. And so it's kind of putting you in this, I'm hearing the word deadlock. like you're just like dead set on something, but you can't quite make the decision because there's a blockage, or it's not quite possible. The choice you want to make is not possible. I'm hearing that. But crossroads energy and being kind of stuck at a crossroads. More clarification on Sagittarius and what's going on with them. I see fire signs that have a big emphasis here on pentacles and abundance. This flew out for you, Sagittarius, Queen of Hearts. This is water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It's kind of a nurturing motherly energy. Mothering, not motherly, but mothering. It could be self-care if you're not dealing with a water sign. This is kind of what happened in Leo's reading a second ago. We had that Queen of Spades come out, and I feel like the Leo was embodying the Queen of Spades. Looks like you possibly are embodying this. Again, self-care. There's some kind of... You're putting your needs first, I'm hearing. And that could possibly why you're at the crossroads. Like, you could be having people in your life or people around you that you have to think about, but you're kind of dead set on putting your needs first. I'm hearing that. It could be around, again, finances in a relationship, a partnership. But Queen of Hearts is about nurturing self-care, love, and attention, but also firm guidance. Hence with the Queen position, she has a little bit of mastery and control there. It's not necessarily female, but yeah, I think that's you. I don't think it's somebody around you. I mean, you could have a water sign partner. That's not out of the realm of possibilities. But sorry, but this Eight of Hearts just popped out. So I just want to talk about eights for a second, because you started off with an 8, and this 8 here is more about socializing and celebrating and having quality time with family and friends, whereas this one is about decisions, but it's about moving forward. Eights are about moving forward, progress, things not standing still. There's something about perhaps you're in this mode of spending time with family and friends. There's also potential with the Eight of Hearts to meet somebody special. I don't know, maybe you got your irons in different fires here, or different irons and different, what I'm trying to say, what do you call it? Multiple irons in the fire? I can't remember that. That little phrase people throw around. Like on one hand, you're trying to make decisions around your finances, your material world, but here maybe you're looking for love, or you're just kind of focused on having fun right now. Again, very social card. Maybe that is the self-care. Aha. Maybe that's how you're taking care of yourself. It's kind of the rest and relaxation card, but not exactly. It's more, to me, it's more active. It's not just laying back and like going on vacation. It's like you're actively seeking out connection, nurturing, validation, hanging around people you really enjoy, who get you. Maybe why you're stuck in this financial decision you have to make. Huh. Another card here for Sagittarius. Sorry, I got sniffles today. I don't know why. Kind of woke up with them. I think it's the weather. Just kind of allergies, though. Nine of Spades. Yeah, there's some kind of completion here that I think you're leaving it behind. Again, if you have Leo in your chart, Leo also had a Nine of Spades. It's a completion. It's an ending. It's not the worst card ever that you could pull out. But there is a loss tied up with it. Perhaps a little bit of grieving and having to process the loss. But you're on the heels of some kind of ending. you're focusing on your self-care. Perhaps you need that extra nurturing from family and friends, that energy, right? That life force, that vitality from people you love and people that love you to get you through this time while you're in this decision, this crossroads energy. And I don't know what the crossroads is about. It could be a job thing. This could be, I'm not getting specifics. I don't think it's a relationship, though. I could say that much. Let's go ahead and look at your card of advice. That I probably will pull more, but we have the Two of Hearts. There's some kind of this is an interesting twist, because this kind of ties in with your Eight of Hearts and meeting people. This is about the desire for connection and intimacy. And it is in your advice, so I don't know if this is headed your way, or if you're being asked to seek this out. There's a couple of interpretations that could fit in there, but intuitively I'm not picking up a definite direction. I am going to definitely pull another card or two, but again, this is emphasizing intimacy and connection with that one, usually with one person. And like I said, Eight of Hearts talks about the potential to meet somebody special. So I feel like you probably have your feelers out. This could be Sagittarius who are not in relationships, and they have their feelers out for that special one. And it could be I was going to say it could be a fire sign, but you're a fire sign. It could be another fire sign. Queen of Clubs. This is somebody who's kind of also a good mentoring figure, somebody who can offer guidance. They got a little bit of power, again, and status with the Queen energy, but I don't know. If you have somebody that fits this description, it might be asking you to seek that intimate connection. And this doesn't mean romantic. I mean, it just could be the really close friend. Perhaps you just need somebody like that confidant. You know, somebody who feels like your soul brother or your soul sister. Or seek guidance from somebody in that way. Let's ask for another card of advice, see if I can get a little bit more clarification. Interesting. This is the Tower card. It's about a new beginning. Yeah, you know what? This is what it smacks of. I think this was the end of a relationship. I think it was in the past. I think a couple readings back, honestly, if I remember correctly, you were exiting a relationship, Sagittarius, at least in my readings. This could be about the new beginning, though. So the Tower moment is that big shake-up, you know, some kind of structure has crumbled and fallen, but you're rebuilding on this foundation. I think you've been seeking, again, that intimacy and that connection. And with this Queen of Clubs, I do think it's around a fire sign. It's not possible for two fire signs to get together. I know sometimes they talk about compatibility, and we're not always compatible with the same sign, but I don't think that's always true. I have known people who are the same zodiac sign, or at least the same element even. Intimacy and connection. Partnership. This is that like I said, that's that close companionship. And this is that new beginning with the Ace of Spades, aka Tower card. It's kind of cryptic to me. So if it fits your situation, drop a comment. Let me know how that speaks to you. If it applies to your situation, I'm really curious. But I am going to move on to Aries. Let's see what's going on for Aries theme in May 2024. Again, Pentacles being highlighted. The other two fire signs also had highlights on finance. More Leo, if you want to go back and watch that. But 9 of Diamonds, 7 of Diamonds. And there was a little bit of struggle and fight going on with your financial situation. Or maybe you're fighting to increase. No, let me just backtrack. So this is about that struggle and fight, being pulled in a couple different directions. I think it's about decisions to be made around this 9 of Diamonds, which is an achievement. Okay, it's a financial achievement. But the 7 of Diamonds talks about avoiding gambles and very, I would say, shady financial risks. I mean, like, this is like crazy stock market stock market buying, or going out to the casino. This is that, along the lines of that. But the Nine of Diamonds, you definitely had a completion. Maybe you retired. Maybe you won the lottery. Maybe you got some big bonus. Maybe you got a big inheritance. I'm not sure. But you're struggling maybe to find your way with it. And maybe the idea has crossed your mind to take a big risk. And right here, there's a little bit of cautionary energy behind the Aries. So let's go ahead and get some more cards out here. But I think you need to heed that warning there. Yeah, look at that. You're financially secure here, especially if you're in a relationship, but you don't have to be. Harmony and balance around your financial situation. Very good to see. It was kind of a given. I'll be honest. Because you had that achievement up there, I knew you were sitting pretty somehow. Again, we have a Queen coming out in your contributing factor here. The other two signs, Sagittarius was right before this, and Leo was the first one, all had Queens. I find that very interesting. This is fire sign energy, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. It's somebody who's solid. As far as guidance, they have a good head on their shoulders. You can go to them for mentoring, that kind of thing. I think it could be you, though. I think you have a very good head on your shoulders about what's going on here, but there's just a little bit of struggle, perhaps, in what to do with it. Yeah, that's how I'm seeing this. I'm not seeing you dealing with another fire sign necessarily. I just find it interesting. All the fire signs have some kind of financial element, and Queens have come out. So many Queens here, no Kings so far. Another card of, not advice, sorry. Another card to clarify, please, for Aries. Five of Diamonds. Changes in your financial situation. What did I tell you? This is like the result of some kind of negotiation or settlement. Yep. Aries, you have settled up with something or somebody, and it's completely changed your financial world here. There's just a little bit of, I don't know, I wouldn't say decisions to be made. That's why you have that struggle, that little bit of fight about it. I don't know, maybe you had to fight for it just to get whatever it was settled. Maybe there was a fight involved with that, and you're still kind of in that mode, that energy, but things are very balanced for you this way. Just be careful of taking unnecessary risks. We are going to move on to your advice, because I think it's pretty clear here that you're sitting pretty financially. And look at this. King of Diamonds. This is mastery and control over your finances. This is somebody who it's kind of, you don't get much better than this, Aries. Yeah, and this is your advice. You're in a very strong position. I mean, I'm putting it mildly, but I can't think of the better words to use. You're in an extremely strong, stable position financially. And it looks to me like your advice is saying you are making the right decisions, because again, the King has very good mastery control. There is a little bit of magician energy here that's popped out with the colorized Joker, which also tells me things are a little bit up in the air. So there's going to be some, I'm hearing developments. Maybe that, again, that's about that Three of Clubs. Like, there's a little bit of flux, a little bit of, I don't know exactly what to do. Maybe you're trying to decide about how to invest things, where to put this wealth, where to put this money, where you want to go financially. Maybe you did leave a job, although I didn't see that card pop out. And it's like, where do you go from here? It's basically that. Where do you go from here energy? The Magician card, though, could be you working your magic, or sometimes I interpret that as the universe coming in and kind of creating magic in your life. You know, serendipitous events, for example. Things that you're not expecting that are really going to change things for you in a very positive way. Again, this is your advice, so I don't think this is necessarily something you foresee happening, but that energy's there. One more card of advice before we bring it home for Aries. Five of Hearts. This is about some kind of separation. A change, again, a change. You have a lot of changes here financially, and now we have possibly a physical separation. Again, it could be you leaving a job. Now, if you negotiated and settled with an ex-spouse, it could be about that. The actual final physical separation. Maybe you were living in the same house. I'm not sure. But it could mean all of those things. It could also mean you relocating. That's interesting. I'd like to know if anybody is actually moving or physically relocating, because it ties in with this, with things being up in the air and things not being settled. Like, again, I mean, this is kind of me putting in my 2 cents, but if you separated from somebody and you had to like relocate, or they had to relocate, maybe you're living in a house and you don't want to be there anymore, so you are going to move, or maybe you have to move. Either way, there's some kind of change coming in for you. Maybe you already know this, maybe you do not. But the Five of Hearts is about a physical separation that will affect you on some kind of emotional level. It just could mean that you might have some memories around where you used to reside, right? You know, an emotional tie. Doesn't mean anything other than that, honestly. But I am going to end it there. I hope that helped. Please hit like and subscribe if you wouldn't mind. It would really help me out a lot. And I enjoyed it. I appreciate you being here. And I look forward to seeing you again. Take care until I do.